Patience builds strength. In 1997, a young man named J.K. Rowling sat in a small cafe, broke, exhausted, and holding on to a story that no one wanted to read. She'd been rejected by 12 publishers, living on welfare and wondering if she'd ever make it. She once said, "Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life." And she was right, because the strength that built her future didn't come from instant success. It came from patience. From believing in the process when no one else did. That's the power of patience. It doesn't just make you wait. It makes you stronger. We live in a world obsessed with speed. Everyone wants progress now, results now, recognition now. But real growth doesn't happen in the spotlight. It happens in silence. In those unseen days when you're putting in effort but seeing nothing change. That's where patience becomes your greatest weapon. Because what you're building isn't just results, it's resilience. Every moment you keep going without visible progress, you're developing endurance. And endurance builds character, the kind of strength success can't take away. Think about this. Vincent van Gogh painted over 900 artworks and sold only one while he was alive. He never saw the fame his work would one day have, but his patience, his relentless persistence, became the bridge between failure and legacy. Patience isn't weakness. It's quiet strength, the kind that doesn't panic under pressure. The kind that says, "I don't need to see it now because I know it's coming." And when you truly understand that, every delay stops feeling like punishment and starts feeling like preparation. Waiting hurts. It tests your belief in yourself. It makes you question your purpose. But that's the moment where growth hides, in the frustration, the repetition, the silence. See, patience isn't sitting back and doing nothing. It's working hard even when you can't see the reward yet. It's trusting that the storm will pass, and when it does, you'll be ready. Patience builds mental toughness, because when nothing comes easy, you learn how to hold on. And sometimes, holding on is the most courageous thing you can do. Think about the strongest people you know. They didn't become that way overnight. They were shaped by time, by trial, by waiting. Because patience gives you perspective. It allows you to see that every challenge was building something inside you. Every delay was strengthening your roots. And every moment of uncertainty was quietly preparing you for a bigger season. When you finally reach your moment, when things begin to bloom, you'll realize it wasn't luck. It was the quiet. So if you're in a season of waiting, don't lose faith. The seed doesn't bloom the day it's planted, it blooms when it's ready. Keep showing up. Keep watering your dreams. Keep believing even when nothing moves. Because every moment of patience is shaping strength you'll need for what's coming next. And when that day comes, when the light breaks through, you'll look back and see. It wasn't wasted time, it was growth. There's a saying that goes, all great things take time. But no one talks about what it really feels like to wait. To give everything you have and see nothing happen. To do the right thing again and again and still feel stuck in the same place. That's where patience begins, not in peace but in pressure. And that pressure is what builds strength. There was a time when Howard Schultz, the man who turned Starbucks into a global brand, couldn't convince investors that people would ever pay $3 for coffee. He was rejected more than 200 times, but he didn't stop. He believed in something others couldn't see yet, because patience allowed him to keep seeing when others looked away. That's the hidden beauty of patience. It makes you stronger than your circumstances. It gives you roots, the kind that storms can't rip out. When you plant a seed, the first thing it does isn't grow up, it grows down. It builds roots in the dark before it ever reaches for the light. That's your life right now, your growing roots. The world might not see your progress, but beneath the surface, everything is taking shape. The small decisions, the early mornings, the silent nights, the discipline when no one is clapping. That's where your strength is being forged. Waiting isn't easy, it hurts, it feels endless. But patience is not passive. It's the most active form of strength you'll ever learn. Because to be patient, you have to fight doubt, comparison, and fear every single day. You have to trust that time is not your enemy, it's your ally. Time doesn't weaken what's real, it refines it. The more you endure, the more capable you become. You're not being delayed, you're being developed. The world celebrates loud success, but quiet progress. That's where greatness hides. Every artist, every athlete, every visionary you admire, they had seasons when no one believed in them. Times when progress was invisible, but they kept showing up anyway. Because the truth is, patience is the muscle that holds your dream together when motivation fades. It's what allows you to keep moving when logic says to stop. One day, you'll wake up and realize you're not the same person anymore. The things that once broke you won't hurt as much. The struggles that felt endless will make sense. And you'll see that every moment of waiting was preparing you, strengthening you, shaping you. Patience doesn't just change your results, it changes you. Because while you were waiting for things to get easier, you were becoming stronger. So if you're in that season, the quiet one, the slow one, the one that feels endless, remember this. The strongest trees don't grow in perfect weather. They grow in storms. Don't curse the delay. Don't rush the process. What's meant for you is still growing, and so are you. Every second of patience is building power within you. And one day, when everything finally blooms, you'll look back and realize, patience didn't hold you back.